What is the craziest thing that I've heard this week? Craziest thing I've heard coming out of the madhouse has to be that special armed against anti-robbery force that was in Africa. They call it SARS, and that's why I think that's why the media is even paying attention to it, is because it's the name of a it's the name of a disease that ravaged the world, especially that corner of it, or in like third world markets. It ravaged the world. Like SARS was bad, and SARS, they started this group because robbery was a big thing in this area of Africa, and so they started this group. But the group was allowed to focus with autonomy. They were just able to be. All right, so here's an example. In all the movies, like Den of Thieves, what's these other movies? Den of Thieves, The Departed, you know what I'm saying? Like all these old cop movies, you know that there's a function of the police. They used to have a function of the police that was just kind of, they rolled around, they did their cop work. At the same point in time, they also would kind of function as their own, like a gangster type of organization. Like you talking about the real boys in blue. You know what I'm saying? No uniform, straight clack clack. You know what I'm saying? Like these are the boys that clack clack. You know what I mean? They just pop, 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 pop. I ain't filing no paperwork. Pop, pop. No one will believe you. Pop, pop. I'll run this neighborhood now. King Kong ain't got nothing on me. That type of shit. There's these little units. And they would function without having to really report in to the captain. Because the captain's like, some shit fucked over in these heights. I need you to attack these heights. Take them down a peg. Let them know who's in charge now. The police! I'm sorry. I don't know what I was doing there. I apologize. I thought I was going to come up with like a West Side San Andreas type of sound. What came out, it was like I was choking Beaker from the Muppets. That's what came out, and I apologize. But yeah, no, it's so they had basically this team that was running around, and they were just messing stuff up, and they would start robbing people themselves. They would not only do their job of taking out the robbers, but they would hit organizations, they would individual people. They started profiling you, and this is how the profile goes. If you have an iPhone, you're a drug dealer. If you dress nice, you're a human trafficker. If you have a nice car, nigga, you're Nino Brown. You're going down. You're trying to set up the Carter at your mama's house. On a one-room flat, you got fiends coming in and out. They're called your friends and cousins. Yo, they were bullshitting just like... And racial profiling is at an all-time high. You think we got it... Like, dude, this is bad. You think we got it bad here in America. We do have it bad being racial profiled by police, a different gender. Not a different gender. Being racially profiled by a different race. They're being profiled by their own people. You can't be young and have nice things, motherfucker. You gotta be broke. Listen, like, what does a young nigga need Jordans for? You better be wearing sandals, son. Oh, you can afford Jordans? Well, let's see what's up in those pockets, bro. You obviously got too much money. You gotta be trafficking girls. Yo, they would beat the crap out of you. Yo, I'm just saying, if we're going to defund the police, we should start putting together our own SARS crews. I mean, if they're going to function autonomous from the government, they don't have to report in, then, you know, if they find a bad cop, they can just handle that business. Bang, 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 bang. And then after, you know, we got a bunch of roaming packs of SARS crews, and then eventually it'll just become like the movie Warriors, and then it'll just be like, tsh, tsh, SARS crew, tsh, 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 come out and play, tsh, 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 tsh. SARS crew, come out and play. It'd be great. It'd be the Warriors. It'd be SARS versus SARS. It'd be amazing. People will think it's a scientific research. Think like, nah, it's just like 30 niggas fighting. I would say niggas. They most likely would be white. But I would prefer, if you're going to have a SARS anti-robbery crew that's just eventually going to rob the neighborhood and be their own little small mafia, then I would prefer if they were multicultural, so that way the beatings are just the most confusing thing you've ever seen. Like, it's not a race war, it's just a lot of different races fighting. Every race is violent. Who lives like this? I'm telling you, it'd be hilarious. Oh, I would live for, like, a moment like that, I would film. Because you can't miss an opportunity to try to bring a platform back by having a huge multiracial fight, and you're just filming it going, World Star! World Star! World Star! I mean, that, to me, the epitome of fun. That's where my whole day goes. I'll take Instagram flicks. I anticipate it would be great. And, yeah, that's the craziest thing that I've heard this week. Holy shit, that was pretty nuts. Let's see. Real quick. I don't think I've had any responses. I have not. Let's see here if I've had any responses I can go off of. No. People liked my tweet, but they didn't respond to it. So no Twitter questions this week. One day we'll get somebody to ask a Twitter question, and then at that time we will give a shit, and then we'll do it. Cool? Yeah. Guys, thank you so much for rocking with me. It's been a blast, as it is every time. This is so much fun. I get to go ahead and just get loose with you, and it just seems to get more and more fun every time I do it. I'm looking to go ahead and book for comedy. Currently looking to open venues. I will be making my presence known, and I can't wait for you to see it. There's going to be more comedy covered, more material, and like I've said, I put it out on social media. In about roughly 30 days, I'm going to be making a big move, trying to move a lot of content to a platform. It's going to be exciting. I really want you guys to be a part of it. So stay tuned with me. Stay locked in. There's going to be either a Patreon episode. I'm going to go ahead and make sure to show you guys the best I can. And stick with me. I got a lot more coming up. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, I want to say thank you to you. This is the Madhouse Podcast.